bleeds. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great morning. So Donald Trump screwed everything up again. Absolutely screwed everything up again. Absolutely annihilated every opportunity for a good pump. Why would this guy do that? Why does Donald Trump suck so much? I'm just kidding, by the way. You guys are going to cry. Like half of you I know are just like, how dare you say that to the glorious leader? And for some reason, that gives me great joy. So slap yourself in the face and get ready for it, because I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen here. Is XRP headed to $1,000? What the experts think. And by the way, I am that expert. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. And if you think that the only thing you're an expert at is being wrong, then here's what I suggest you do. So that we back onto your body, act like a man, and stop crying in a YouTube chat. You know what I mean, baby boy? You know what I mean. Baby, I don't know. I'm sorry. I assumed your pronouns. If you would like to let us know what you identify as, then okay. But you, Steely, I'm an ally. Okay. I'm an ally. And you're a pretty girl. Or boy. I don't know. You're pretty. Okay. On the inside, not on the outside. On the outside, you're fat and ugly. On the inside, you're beautiful. All right, so let's get into it. What is going on in the market today? Well, USA sucking liquidity out of it, like it's made out of, like steel. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's made out of dick. You know what I mean? So, what does that ultimately mean? Nothing. I don't think that what's happening right now is a big deal in the ultimate flow of the market. But I'm going to show you something very, very interesting, because I haven't really seen the USA market break out, like do anything. You know what I mean? Like it just really hasn't done anything. So let's figure out what's going on. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button. And remember, I'm an ally. Okay, so this is where the market is right now. What can we glean off of this? Nothing really, other than SWE has done pretty well. Continues to outperform the rest of the market. Toncoin having a little bit of a comeback here. The open network is, this is Telegram integration. This is, and for those of you that don't know, Toncoin was founded by the creator of Telegram, but they divested a long time ago, but still use it as part of their network. If they build or something like that, then they try to build things in Telegram on the Ton network, including games, et cetera, et cetera. So Maker up 6.3%, TIA 3.8%, Curve. Curve, by the way, is up 7.4% on the day. And I think they're going to pump too, by the way. And I think they're going to pump because at any moment, we're going to have that Pectra upgrade. When we have the Pectra upgrade, then I think that's when things get interesting for Ethereum. We're not getting a pre-pump. You know what I mean? We're not getting that pre-pump. So, but hey, look, here's the good news for you. Pi is up 4% on the day, 89 cents. So, oh God, did you sell at $3? Did you, it's $2.50, $2? Did you get out? Did you get your bag? Will it go back up? Of course. Most new launches, things like that, if they have a reason, they will end up finding a way. If they have a good marketing team, a good reason, they're going to find a way to have a nice little pump. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. Okay. Moving into something that I saw, Dustin, which was really, really, really fucking weird. If you come over here right now, I think I might still be on it. No, I'm not still on it. But somebody pointed this out, and here's the crazy part. Okay, this is where it's crazy. All right, if you look at official Trump right here, you look at the volume, $386 million in volume, but look at Ethereum, 1.15K in volume. And this is the Trump USDC pairing, so that's not the only pairing. If you come in here and look and start to break down some of these other chains, if you will, like the official Solana. This one's the Trump Solana pairing right here. We look at that one, 1.36K. Jesus Christ, like this thing is dead. Donald Trump's meme coin is dead on a rise. Donald Trump's meme coin has less volume than SWP. Look at this. Donald Trump's meme coin has less volume than SWP. So, I don't have a good laugh for that. Anyway, Safe is up 47% on the day. The Whites are up 8%. By the way, if you have not, I would highly recommend the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Not because I think it's a thought leader sort of show, just that it is hilarious. Hilarious. Zeta up 22%. Brett down 10%. Did you get in when all the influencers the other day said, "Oh, base Brett's gonna be one, bro. She's gonna have big dog, man. You just gotta buy yourself a big bag of that right now." Well, 10% of your bag just disappeared, dummy. Stop buying because somebody just, says that. Somebody like me, you know what I mean? Except me. You know what I mean? Except me. Everybody else, fuck those guys. Me, always right. You know what I mean? By the way, if you think I'm always right, let me know down in the comment section. If you don't think I'm always right, shut the fuck up. But also let me know in the comment section. Come on, Steely, get it in right now. I mean, put it back on, grow it, act like a man, and then tell me. But you know what I mean? You get it. Sats down 20%, Deep down 11%. Mubarak, for those who don't know what Mubarak is a meme coin that was launched because CZ Binance put his official Arab garb on his body in his profile picture on X, and now we have Mubarak. So that's the way things are moving right now. Orca up 17%, API 3 down 8.3%, but still up significantly from that bottom of 50% or 50 cents the other day. It's at $1.10, I want to say right now. Carve up 20%. The rest, nothing really lighting it up. Moving into the next, nothing really out here setting the world on fire. No big movers. So just waiting for something to happen. The reason the reason for this, by the way, is I took the liberty of looking this up. Fear and Greed Index is sitting around 40 right now. Again, after 45, 46, 47, it would stand to reason there's going to be some correction. So there will be some correction. And by the way, I don't know how to get rid of that ding that just happened. I have no idea. I have racked my brain. I have no sound on. I can't do the sound settings over here. God damn it. I can't figure out why that. It's a connection issue. Like I know it's some device that I have connected to this computer somewhere through some mechanism. That's what I'm told is causing it to happen, but I don't know. I have a microphone, which the microphone doesn't dark. It doesn't go black when it happens. So it's not that. The light doesn't go off on the camera. So it's not that. The pocket dildo, but I don't think it's that either. I don't know. But I mean, maybe, you know what? That might be it now that I think about it. I'm just kidding. I don't really have that. But if I did, that would be funny if that were the end of the story. I have two speakers attached. And then I have 3 monitors. That's it. So, and none of these are flashing when that happens. So If anybody's an expert on Windows, let me know. So anyway, Fear and Greed Index sitting at 40 right now. Here's the problem with the market ultimately, though. All right. Coin market cap. The volume in the market today, 77.9 billion. And we're talking about spot market, right? The spot market, and you can look at this. You can see crypto market cap chart. That's, this is giving you an idea of where it's been. Spot volume. Here we go. 7-day spot volume is doing okay kind of today, right? 30-day, kind of okay today after the little pump that we had. 1 year though, I don't understand what's going on here. Okay, so look, here's what I'm getting. It tells me today that my volume is 237 billion. Up here, it tells me it's only 78 billion. All right. So what I have to go for, or I have to go with, is that 24-hour spot volume up here, 78 billion. That 78 billion is telling me, and by the way, I'm doing it because the comparison, it goes much higher, and I see it going much higher all of the time. So here's what's happening. We have shaken out retail one more time. We're now down below 100 billion. And to be fair, guys, I told you before, or it was my opinion before, that we need at least 200 billion, 300 billion in volume every single day to really start to see and appreciate a pump. Now, that's not really true, because what you need is you just need sellers to stop. So any amount of volume can make price go up, but everybody is trying to extract value from every single crypto at this point. Okay. They're all trying to do it. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know how it's going to play out. Here's what I'm going to say. This spot volume is not very good compared to where it could or should be. I don't know, by the way, why this is like it is right here, because this is telling me 323 that we had 100 billion. It's telling me that yesterday we had 283 billion and today we have 237 billion. But up here, it's telling me we only have 78 billion. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why it's telling me that. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, I have no idea, but I can see that it's chilling out. I can see the chilling effect. So hopefully we'll see a nice little reversal. But now let's talk about the XRP price. Somebody came out. And said that they think that XRP is going to hit $1,000. And they gave 10 reasons why. I'm going to go through these 10 reasons for you guys real quick, and we're going to talk about whether each one of these is a reason or not. Now, if you remember my prediction, the most famous prediction in all of crypto, many people are saying that my prediction of $25 for XRP was one of the greatest predictions in the history of cryptocurrency. Now, we're not even at $25 yet, but when we get there, people are going to look back and they're going to say, now, who was calling $25 back in the beginning? They'll probably say Bleaves, and they'll probably say, damn, he really is always right. We should buy him something like 9 Bitcoin. We should buy him 9 Bitcoin as a gift. You know what I mean? And just send it to his wallet in the description down below. So there you go for anybody in the future. Future selves, when you're super rich, remember. Anyway, so number one, regulatory clarity from XRP. We are not going to have a closure moment on this just yet, but we're getting closer to the closure moment. But the number one reason is regulatory clarity for XRP. So the resolution of these legal hurdles is crucial for broader institutional adoption within the United States. That is true. And alludes to the fact that Bank of America, Wells Fargo, BNY Mellon, to officially engage with XRP once regulatory clarity is achieved. That is true, by the way. That is going to be true. That is not a reason for, and this is a lot, like this dude put a lot of work into saying that this was going to be the reason. Now, here's where the reality kicks in. And it's going to be very, very simple. XRP Jesus fucking Christ. XRP has a $135 billion market cap. Here's the question that you have to ask yourself. What is the market cap All right, let's do this. All right, Tesla market cap. All right, what is the market cap of Tesla? The market cap of Tesla, the manufacturer who makes all of the plug and play cars. Well, you know, all the mediocre ones that didn't, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just digging at Elon because it drives some of you crazy because you're in a cult. It helps me. I process that way. Okay, so quit being a bitch, quit crying. We're all grown-ups here, even if I act like the baby, and just deal with it, okay? But 872 billion, that is the value of Tesla. Now, in the event that that is the case, and it is, and Tesla sucks right now. It's been so much higher, right? It's been so much higher. Elon, how'd you screw this up? Oh yeah, that's right. You did, wild shit. Anyway, who abandons their kid, by the way? Who abandons their kid, especially if you're like a really rich person? If you're like who abandons their kid other than Elon Musk? I mean, who abandons their kid? You know what I mean? It says that they died of the woke mind virus or something like that. Like, who abandons their kid? Like, you don't got, if you're the party of family values, stop abandoning kids. Just stop abandoning kids. That's all you have to do. And then it'll be different. Anyway, so Tesla's value is 872 billion in the event that we went back to the maximum value of Tesla, which is about, let's say about 60% higher than where we were right now. So we take 873 billion times 1.6, puts it at about a 1.4 trillion valuation. 1.4 trillion valuation. Okay, so this is XRP is Tesla at the top. Okay, we're about 10x away from that total right now at $2.33. So with our valuation in place, what we're saying is that XRP could 10x from this point and be at like about a 1.5 trillion market cap to get to $25. Now, this guy is telling you with a straight face that we're going to do 40 times 1.5 trillion. This guy wants you to believe that it's that XRP is a $60 trillion company in the making. Well, let's do this. What's the value of the Swift payment system market cap? The market cap is for Swift. Okay, I want you to hear me out. Okay, the market cap for Swift, the Society for World Interbank Financial Telecommunications, is a secure messaging network that does payments, right? $83 billion. Let me go back. Okay, $83 billion. XRP, $136 billion. Swift, 83. Swift that actually does the transacting, 83 billion. XRP that wants to do it, 136 billion. Are you paying attention yet? The math is all fucked up. Okay, it's not true. There's no chance of a $1,000 XRP. At best, what you're going to look for, like I told you before, is a $25 XRP as we get into the speculative phase, and that will take Ethereum doing a quick little 3-4x, getting into that $8,000-$9,000 range. It's going to take that, and then XRP will get drug along with it, and then XRP would have a breakout as everything gets settled. That's really what it's going to have to look like. That's how this would happen. Now, also, just for clarity's sake, when you look at it, is there a possibility that that we get? Let me show you the volume here. Is there a possibility when it comes to volume that XRP beats Ethereum in volume? I don't think so. Like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. By the way, we're back to normal. 1.84 billion on Ethereum, still in the billions. Solana, 1.5 billion, starting to make a little bit of a comeback. Same thing with BSC, down to 1 billion. So we've seen this cycle repeatedly. Remember, there was days there where we had $8 billion in volume for Solana. So there's going to be another run. By the way, there's a fascinating conversation to be had with the Pump.Fun creator, where I think he was very prescient in what he said. He understands a little bit about this market in ways that it looks like other people don't understand. Like, meme coins are part of the culture now. They will come back. They will have, they will make comebacks. So, it's very weird when you listen to the guy, because you keep thinking, when I look at Pump.Fun, that's all a scam. Everything there is a scam. That is the way that it's working. Now, the idea was very different. So if XRP is used for cross-border payments, why not just use a stable? So XRP is not used for cross-border payment. The XRP ledger is used for cross-border payments. XRP is the gas that pays for the transaction. So why not use stable? You would use a stable. You could so you would trade whatever you were trading. So if it was a US dollar, you would trade the US dollar to the next location. The gas would be paid for XRP, but the transaction would be whatever it is that you're transacting. So yeah, I mean, you're not really trading XRP back and forth. So don't complicate what's very, very simple. XRP is just the chain by which money transfers. The XRP ledger is how the money transfers. The XRP portion is the gas that pays for the transactions. That's the way that it works. So there's just no path forward for $1,000. 25. You see that Steely? Shut up. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're absolutely welcome. By the way, who the fuck was let's wear a shirt today? What is that shit all about? You know what? Let's make it happen here. The fuck don't wear a shirt today. Failed. Anyway, do I have issues? Yes, I do. All right, so matter of fact, there you go. If you're thirsty, here's a drink. Anyway, goddamn, I did it again. You know what? I said I wasn't going to do this, and then y'all made me do it again. You made me do it again. So here we go. All right. God damn it. So it's not going to $1,000. It's going to go to $25. I think $25 is a push to begin with. When I was doing that, I was probably high or something, or, on smack, or I don't know, whatever, insert whatever. Don't insert it into Ben Armstrong, though. I mean, by the way, if there's a possibility here that Ben Armstrong is going to do some significant time, up to 3 years for threatening a judge. So everybody that that used to be fans of Ben Armstrong, you should send them over here. They should become fans of this kid right here. Will I do crazy shit? Sometimes. Will I have my company stolen from me? No. Will I blame everybody and say that everybody is a criminal except me? Also no. So, you know what I mean? Let's see what happens. All right, Jeff T, thank you for the $10 bomb. I'm not showing you the D, though. I will. You know what I mean? Hey, look, here's what I say. This is what I say. What was the old phrase that people used to say? I'm not gay, but $50, $50. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Jesus. Appreciate it, man. So anyway, let's get back to it. And look, XRP $25. Let's just stick with that one. That's going to be the meta there. Okay, it's all. That's all. Here we go. All right. So losing my mind here. Matter of fact, by the way, I just want to let you guys know I'm trying to do this faster because I'm trying to give you more information, but I can't control my brain yet. So if I can at some point get my brain under control, then I'm going to cut this show down to, like, right now would be about the time we end the show. We haven't got started yet, right? That's how wild I am and how much I can't just. I'm from West Virginia. The whites are legendary around here, guys. If you have not, I implore you, watch the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Okay. They are, I think they got famous when Elmo Jimmy Bob Dingy Dingy Ding Dong, whatever White was a dancer. And what he did is some kind of scratch ass West Virginia, dance. It's white people dancing, basically. Okay. It's white people dancing. You guys know what I'm talking about. You don't want to say, but you know. Anyway, so the whites do the white people dancing, and the whole family basically lives in these like trash buildings and trailer parks and just all of this kind of stuff. And there's one on there which she's now allegedly she's the party one, and she's got a YouTube channel, right? And she was in prison during the course of this show and gets out like at the end, and they take her to like and she talks like this, and she's the pretty one. Guys, I'm telling you right now, your life will change once you've watched the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. As a matter of fact, if you find out that you're interested, the guy that does the intros and everything like that, that's Hank Williams Jr. the third. And the only reason I know about him is because he did punk rock music with Phil Anselmo a while back. And as most of you know, I'm a punk rock fan. So I know who Hank 3 is because he's been a punk rocker and a outlaw, an outlaw biker, a bitch hitchhiker on a highway to hell, whatever. I mean, what would Maxine Waters say about you taking your shirt off while talking about crypto? Maxine Waters would say, listen here, I don't know that you're doing the right thing when you do this. I think one of the most important thing you could be doing right now is making sure that you keep cryptocurrency from being adopted by the masses, because that's how people steals your monies. That's how they take everything. Okay? So I think everybody should be a whole lot better than they are today. And also, I don't like Donald Trump, and I don't like orange people, and I don't like yellow hair. Who does yellow? That's what I think she would say. All right. So, yeah, I got issues. Is this cool? Does it come in different sizes? Yeah, it does. It comes in all different sizes. So there you go. Wear one. Always wear a shirt, kids. Anyway, crypto market crash. So here's what's going on. Let's keep going here because now y'all got me. Woo. All right. So crypto market crash has occurred with Bitcoin and altcoins such as Ethereum, Solana, and Dogecoin price witnessing corrections. This is AI. This is not a real article. Grown-up people don't write shit like this. Well, actually, they do. You've seen it. It's Jesus Christ, it's X. Anyway, by the way, I did reach out to CoinGate, see if they'll sponsor the channel. A crypto market crash is happening with the Bitcoin price witnessing another correction, dragging altcoins like Ethereum, Solana, and Dogecoin along with it. This price crash is due to several reasons, including Donald Trump's fast approaching tariffs on April 2nd. By the way, we've instituted a 25% tariff on cars, which is why the U.S. market keeps selling off, because Trump threw out more tariffs, and we're getting started on that. So again, we're in a trade war. Anything could happen during a trade war, but it won't last. It won't last forever. The whole idea is to win a trade war, not to lose a trade war. So I don't think that this is going to be, this not going to have a bad effect on us ultimately. Just for the moment, we're going through some things. So we've got the tariffs. We've got the announcement of a 25% tariff on foreign-made vehicles, which, by the way, how the fuck do we not have one of those anyway? And why does anybody even care? And by the way, you can also say the market's not really just completely catastrophically dumping, because at this point now we kind of expect it and we know that it's happening. We're not really worried about it. So that is my opinion, but I think that's really kind of what's going on. But market data shows that the crypto market crash has happened with the Bitcoin price dropping below 87,000 and at risk of losing the 86,000 support level. This crash has occurred following reports that U.S. President Trump could announce auto tariffs as soon as today. This provides a bearish outlook on the crypto market, as it will again raised concerns about a trade war. Given the market's uncertainty that trade wars could cause, this will likely spark a wave of sell-offs. This development could reverse all the gains that Bitcoin and altcoin recorded over the weekend and early in the week. So this is the one thing that's been kind of out here that's been noodling around in my brain, because I keep telling you that we're in the bull run. And every time I show you, I'm showing you the global liquidity index, and that global liquidity index is showing a massive pump coming into the market, and that massive pump will end up in our sector of the woods, if you will. That this gigantic pump that we're seeing right here is what's starting right here. That by the end of this, we're going to have a massive move in Bitcoin. So this move, by the time that it finishes, will lead to, and by the way, it's not an exact science, so, you know. Are we on the daily? Yeah, we are on the daily. All right, so let's do this. We want to get, forgot about this. We want to get that kind of in that range right there. And then we want to see 128,000. Look, 128,000 is the number. When you kind of just draw these out and just kind of, and you're guessing, by the way, we're doing a lot of guessing here, but ultimately right there, I think, is where we're going to end up. Let me take the global liquidity flow out of the mix here for a moment. This is where I think we're headed. And I think that, you know, we're already on the path right now, but boom, we're going to end up at 4.4 trillion market cap. Now, global liquidity is the one thing that matters the most. Okay. So this is what's going to, now here's where it gets interesting. I'm going to throw that back up there and watch this. I'm going to take out everything except for the Fed. All right. This is the US. So this is the Treasury General and then the reverse repurchase. Okay. So, okay. Now look at that. The number is not nearly as good in the United States right now. This is US money only, okay? So US money has been showing an uptick from January, but it's been very weird and muted. So what you're watching right now is what we're seeing is the global liquidity is going up, but the US liquidity is not doing the same thing. That's not pumping, right? We're not, it's there, right? 1.5 trillion up to 3 trillion. So it doubled, but that's not enough. What we need is we need the US market really getting deeper into it. And we've not seen that yet. So that's where we're coming. That's where we have a problem. And we have to come up with a solution to that problem, right? And that's going to be Donald Trump winning trade wars. That's really how this happens. Okay. So just for clarity. Now, when we throw in some of these other in some of these other pieces, right? Let's go back to the defaults. But let's just take that out. Let's take out US money supply. We do the same thing. And look at that. That's the money supply for the United States. You can see that it's kind of swirling around. But again, the US is just not doing the same thing that the rest of the market is doing. Okay. So we do have to acknowledge that is a problem. I guess I should have put the general treasury account in there too, and see how that works, but it doesn't really make a difference. So, all right. So we do have a problem with global liquidity. And when you start to pop out all of these other ones, and wham, there you have it. Okay. So now you're looking at the global market, and this is what it looks like. This is what you can expect to be, you know, like this is the next big move here. So let's get rid of that. Let's back that up. Well, I've got little fucking, because I can't help myself. I got these little dots that I keep putting on the screen because I can't, you know what? God damn it, hot button. Oh, way to go, Bleach, you idiot. All right. So anyway, from here to up here is where we saw that last massive sort of move, right? And guys, look, I'm not saying that this is exact, okay? But I want you to look at two things. I want you to look at this move right here to here. And then I want you to look at this move from here to here. You see how it's very, very similar? Well, this move happened again over here, and it's going to be coming from here. Now, this is why I'm telling you that we're going to go crazy, right? That move corresponded, the distance, the zone, everything kind of that corresponded. So this to this was almost 100%. So if we just assume that that'll be the case and we take the bottom to the top here, and then we move that to right here, look at that. Boom. Perfect. That's the move that's coming. And here's the thing. Even if I say, well, today we're down, or today, by the way, we're up again today. But even though we're not really exploding, even though the market is not really just humming along, even though that's not the case, the flow of the market has been the same. Let's zoom out. We're going to draw this out just a little bit, and then we're going to look at it, and we're going to move that down there. So again, this is the last little pump, the final test. And there's that final test right there. Okay. This is the secondary test. This was that secondary test. This was the top. That was the top. Okay. So all of this time-wise matches. All of this comes into play here, and it looks like it's perfect, right? So now we're in this little area right here, and we're about to experience all of this. So here we are. It's about to take off. And again, 4.4 trillion is where I think we're going to ultimately go. And I don't think the US market can do anything about it. And Don't Trade While Golfing says it's delayed or behind a few months. It's actually 71 days right now. I've been watching this shit. So when you go from, this was the bottom. And by the way, just for clarity's sake, this right here is this right here. This right here is this right here. So just to give you an idea here, they're this variable. So let's take this from here. This is the flow. This is where the flow started and went crazy. And this is where it popped, right? 70 bars. So it was exactly 70 days on this move. Now on this move, which is the bottom, and finding the bottom and getting a bounce from the bottom. When you look at it, the bounce from the bottom, I think that's right here. Like, I think that we're just still in the start. Like, I don't think that we've broken out of it yet, or if we did, just a couple of days. But let's just say that bottom right there corresponds to this bottom right here. How many days is that? Well, the start of that bottom was right there. And then the move over here is 60 days. So is it getting tighter, or is it getting closer, or am I off? Well, let's say I'm off. If I'm off, then this number right here, this little spike, because this is where it looks. So let me just give you an idea here. There's a double top right here, right? There's a double top right here with these two daily candles. And then there's this move down, and then there's a little spike, and then a move sideways before we start to go up, right? So we're down. We've had that little spike to the downside. We've cleared it out. Now we're going sideways. I think this might be where we are with this in essence. Okay. So if that's the case, then let's look at when was that down part, right? So that's going to be on the 13th of January, going 70 days. That takes us right here. And now we're in an uptrend, right? Just so happens that 70 days later, we're actually in that uptrend. And by the way, we're just making shit up as we go to try to find these numbers. Like, we're not, there's no preordained way for me to give you some magical numbers or anything like that. This is really what you're watching play out real time. Like, so I think that this move right here, that's programmed in, and that's what's getting ready to happen right now, right? As a matter of fact, right there is going to be the move. So from here to here is the next big move in crypto. And I think that we're, right here at the dawn of it right now. So we're up $8 billion on the day, by the way. If this continues, this is going to be a fantastic day. This will be an incredible day for cryptocurrency. Make sure you hit the like button, by the way, on your way in. If you appreciate this content, this is what I do. You know what I mean? So everything that you guys can do, become a member of the channel or something like that. Does it offer you any benefits? I'm already nude. What do you expect? You know what I mean? So, but it helps me out. And by the way, if you have a project you want to talk about, you do that with super chat, stuff like that. So anybody new coming in, checking it out, thank you so much for attending. I'll be, I guess nude every day, at least in the shower or something. Maybe not for the show, but we'll see what happens. So we're going to have a big move. Now, let's move on here. Linear Finance has now ceased operations and given a notice of closure. So, Binance delisted Lena, and Linear went with a closing. So get your money out of Lena because it's not going to end well. Pepe Coin Whale bags 500 million Pepe tokens. Pepe price breakout ahead. So let's before we break this down, I want to just give you this as quickly as possible. Okay. So Look On Chain says a newly created wallet withdrew 500 billion Pepe tokens from Binance. This massive accumulation promptly ignited an optimistic buzz across the markets, reflecting a large-scale investor. Now, that's 4.3 million USD, okay? So how did it do? Well, I mean, son of a bitch, Pepe went up 15% since that person bought. So that guy, is that the start of a rally? It could be. But realistically, this guy already made a shitload of money. You made 15% on 4.3 million. You just got to consider that's about $645,000, I want to say. So I think that guy made a pretty good lick right away. You know what I'm saying? So look, if I had 4.3 million and I just made 600,000, I would extract everything from that. Okay. I would take everything out of that. Or I would take my 4.3 million original investment and I would just have $600,000 worth of Pepe. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? So, yeah. Anyway, that's what's, in my opinion, that's what's happening. So, is Pepe going to pump? I don't think so. I think it already pumped. Next up, Dogecoin price eyes $2 rally after Elon Musk Ghibli animate. Fuck you. Like, are you kidding me? And Dogecoin, is Dogecoin breaking out? Is Dogecoin having a breakout move? Is Dogecoin doing anything? No, it's doing what the rest of the market is doing. So I don't think that that's really a thing at all. Now I did the other day, and I regret this. I regret this one. I was going to buy a big bag of Doge the other day when it was dipping down to about 15 cents. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. I think the money's going to flow, but I didn't want to take too much out of what I've already got and move it into something, like that. Right. So, and by the way, thank you guys so much. You've been signing up at Weeks like crazy. You've been signing up at KCEX. You've been signing up at Weeks like crazy. So first of all, thank you guys so much. Secondly, that supports and helps me every single day. So if you're doing futures trading and you want to do a futures trading, sign up at my links down below on Weeks or KCEX, either one of them. And both of them, like you guys trade, you guys make money, I make money. So yeah. Anyway, so Doge didn't do anything. So is Doge going to rally to $2? Well, what does it take? Well, Dogecoin to go to $2 right now would take a 10x, which would mean that the $29 billion market cap would have to be a $290 billion market cap. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, there is no guys, we just talked about the SWIFT payment system, the payment system that settles transactions across the world. 83 billion. The fuck use is there to have a $290 billion Dogecoin? That's the Elon Musk of decisions, right? That decision has an extra chromosome. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope I explained that exactly the way that it should have been explained, in the appropriate way that it should have been explained. I really don't want to be rude about it because, my mom told me not to make fun of, even if they do have $400 billion. Don't point at them and laugh and say, look at me, I can balance a spoon. The fuck balances a spoon? Anyway, I'm going off. I'm doing it again. Elon, you and your little fork and spoon parlor tricks, man. You are MAGA. You really are. Jesus fucking Christ. I got issues. Anyway, Dogecoin not going to $2. Okay. GameStop to raise $1.3 billion to buy Bitcoin for its treasury. I'm a fan of this move in that it will move Bitcoin and it will take some Bitcoin out of circulation. And it would be good for this company to do that, especially after the GameStop shorts and, after everything that happened over the last couple of years. It'd be great for GameStop to stay in the public lexicon by being one of the first companies to adopt, but they don't have a strategy for how to move forward. What is the purpose of GameStop at this point? To buy video games? Sure. Don't we just download them now? Why do we need a store? at this point. Because I like it. Because bro, I like to, it's the feeling of it's like the feeling of the album in my hand, bro. And like you can't recreate that quality sound. You know what I mean? What, skipping records? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with some of you people? You know what I mean? Like, you can't beat the quality of like a record, man. Yes, you can. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Look, you can like it as a preference, but that doesn't make the sound quality better. Like, don't be stupid. You know what I mean? So anyway, GameStop dead. I don't know why this is a thing. Now, what GameStop needs to do is find a way. GameStop should have a Steam app. GameStop should have an Epic launcher. GameStop should have something like that, and that's where you get the games from. But they failed to do that over the years. They said, you know what? We need a store. We don't need a store. So that screwed everything up for them. And I'm not sure that they recover from that, by the way. I don't know. Is there a path forward for them for that? I don't know. So we'll see. But I don't think that there is. I don't think there is. I think that they're dead. So we'll see what happens. All right. So next up, Coinbase-backed Web3 security shop Harpy announces immediate shutdown due to financial difficulties. Guys, are you starting to see what's going on here? We're being choked out. Okay. Now, by the way, we're being choked out. I just want you to consider this one thing. Okay. We're being choked out with a $2.83 trillion market cap. What the fuck is going on in this market? And by the way, for those of you that are looking at this and you're saying to yourself, hey, businesses fail, businesses succeed, businesses fail. And you're right. In crypto, we see it so much more. There's 8.7 million cryptos that were launched, 8.7 million cryptos that were launched on pump.fund over the last year. And I want to say that it was something like 4 of them have a market cap over $100 million right now. Only 4 out of 8.7 million. That is the biggest scam that you've ever seen in your life. Okay. That is the biggest liquidity extraction thievery that you've ever experienced. By the way, the numbers speak for themselves. So I have projects that I like. I have projects that I'm partnered with. I have projects that, I would like to see do a decent amount of return. Okay. I do have those. And I take shills from people to talk about your crypto. By the way, I need partners. So if you guys have any partners that are out there, have them reach out to me. Let's do some videos or something like that. It's how I live. So the point, however, is that, most of this stuff is going to fail. Most crypto is going to fail unless it has a reason to exist. And it's very difficult sometimes to find things that have a reason to exist. And by the way, if I can find you dumb enough to fall for it, then I'm going to tell you something silly. I'm going to say something stupid. I'm going to say like, well, the biggest use in meme coins, the biggest use case is going to be like community, bro. It's like community because community is what community does when it's community, because community, bro, is like the community of community. Like, how do you not see that, bro? Like, what? Guys, it is ridiculous. Okay. Don't fall for this bullshit. Don't fall for this kind of bullshit. Build. You want projects that build. There's risk that we have. There's problems in the market. Okay. We are struggling to find reasons for many cryptos to exist. We are struggling for that. However, most of the stuff that's out here is just a scam. Okay. Don't fall for them. Stay off of pump.fund. By the way, I'm not telling you what to do, but stay away from pump.fund. Wait for it to graduate to Radium. You know what I mean? And if it doesn't graduate to Radium, pump.fund disappears. By the way, pump.fund has even acknowledged that they're going to do some things. You know what? Pump Fund interview. I think the guy's name is Ahan or something like that. Why is it whenever I type in Pump Fund, why does the Phantom wallet just pop up every time I do that? You know what I mean? Alon is the guy's name right here. Yeah, we're not going to do that shit. News. Or if you're back, pump.fund launches a DEX. Oh yeah, here we go. So this was Elon. This was one of the founders, and the guy really does. And by the way, I would recommend that you listen to it. But he really goes through a lot of depth here, and he starts talking about a lot of different things, in this market. Like he really starts talking about why things are not happening the right way, why why, and he's right about a lot of it. And he also knows that he bears responsibility in this market for some of the things that have happened by creating the platform. And he recognized it. And he says that, what we need to have, what we're going to have is different rules, different guidelines, different regulations about how new projects would launch on pump.fund if we're going to continue. Like so they continue, and what will happen is you can no longer just launch a like a bullshit scam, right? You know what I mean? You have to be fully KYC'd or something like that. Like there has to be a way to protect investors. And by the way, most investors don't want that type of protection. They don't want that type of protection. Okay. Those are the people that are stealing from you. All right. So, and by the way, that people like me that have some level of influence, I call him Tony Dick, not Anthony Weiner, because we're bros. Anyway, so there's this guy actually knows what he's talking about, and I appreciated that from him. Do I agree with most of it? Nah, not really, but I do think that he's aware of the problems that he's created in this market and in the system. So, we'll see what happens. Coinbase. Let's move on here. Senate votes to repeal the controversial IRS rule Trump expected to sign. Now, everybody, the clown car of dick riders, let's just call it that. Senator Ted Cruz, I'm from Texas, but not when there's a disaster. I'm from Mexico then. And Rep. Mike Carey of Ohio introduced a joint resolution to repeal an IRS service rule. Now, senior advisors plan to recommend the president sign it. It gives a shit. Right? Gives a shit whether he's going to sign it or not whether people are going to tell. These guys are just posturing for attention. Like, pay attention to me, please. Fucking weirdos. Anyway, the rules require certain decentralized finance industry participants to operate like traditional securities broker, mandating that they collect and report user trading data. It would also be obligated them to issue a Form 1099 to customers, reporting non-employment income, such as gambling winnings, rents, and royalties, et cetera, et cetera. So, this is going to be just so weird. And by the way, I do think the reason, because we're talking about it right now, I do think that the way that we are going to see the bull run absolutely go, and the parabolic, the altcoin absolute crazy phase, we're either going to get those $5,000 checks from Elon Musk and the Doge department, or they're going to talk about now, we're going to repeal taxes. Federal taxation is theft or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they're going to do something like that, and that's what's going to kick it off. That's my guess. But after this bill passes today, it will be sent to President Trump's desk to be the first crypto bill signed. So it's going to be the first crypto bill signed, and it's going to be a repealing of IRS requirements for reporting so that the government can track your whereabouts. Jesus Christ. Everybody needs a chip in their head, said Elon. By the way, the guy who is in charge right now, the guy who's in charge right now of your freedom and liberty and all of that shit is implanting chips in people's brains. So let that sink in for just a moment. Just a moment. Also in June, if you haven't already, you will be able to go to Austin, Texas, and rent a driverless Tesla to get you around town. And if you're lucky, it's going to be fully equipped with a retard by a retard. And so what I'm saying is you might end up in Elon's cab. You know what I mean? Because he's going to be driving around with them randomly so that he can introduce himself to people like, ooh, is that the creepiest shit you've ever heard? Ha, 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 ha. Hi, I'm Elon. How are you today? I like your jeans. You want to see me balance a You want to see me bounce a fork and a spoon on my fingertip? You want to see that? You want to see it? You want to see? I don't sleep, by the way. Do you sleep? I don't even sleep. I sleep on a cot sometimes. Well, you know what? I like pineapple. Do you like pineapple? Do you know why people like pineapple? Also like lemons and batteries. You ever put a battery on your tongue? This is just the way I think that Elon's talking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what he says. He never sent me a Tesla, so fuck that guy. You know what I mean? Ooh, Tesla should sponsor the channel. That would be crazy. Anyway, they won't like my quote unquote woke ideology of treating everybody equal and fair. Fuck that. Anyway, so let's go into what you should know about all the good stuff. All right, first of all, get yourself a bag of Dev E. If you don't, you're stupid. Okay. What did I say stupid? I meant dumb. D-U-M-R, dumber, dumb, and dumb, D-U-M-B, whatever it is, whatever the best thing that you could think of for that train of thought right there. That's what I just said. And you're welcome for that. So, get yourself a bag of Dev E. Now, Dev E is on a dip. It is dipping. I mean, 63 cents right now. We're getting at the beginning of the month right now. That usually is, I think it's going to be a signal for a move. I don't know, guys. I told you before, I thought that Dev E was going to make an announcement in January. We're now into March. We're going to be in April pretty soon. And April 8th, 9th, and 10th, I think, is Token 2049 in Paris. During that period of time, I don't know what's going to end up happening here. Here's what I know. They're not concerned about it because their partner, they did. I mean, like, listen, here's the thing. Their deal, whatever they did, is done. Now it's just a matter of an announcement, and that announcement comes when they get regulation clarity on what they need to get regulation clarity on, which I think is going to happen soon. So, you know what I mean? I don't know how that, I don't know how that, I don't know the date. You know what I mean? I don't know the date, but I know that when that date happens, this is $1 billion market cap. So right now, 40x, you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you right now, it is my opinion that as soon as that announcement is made, then it is an immediate path to, ridiculous returns. Like, we're going to see this thing absolutely catapult to levels that we haven't seen since we pretended that Dogecoin was going to go to $290 billion. Holy shit. I can't believe people are talking about that. Anyway, it's going to be a big move. So get yourself a bag. Don't be stupid. Also, get yourself some CC coin because CC is going to take off as well. By the way, I think I told you guys before, Solana still undervalued at 140, but CC coin holding up very well. We had that trans activist that they had on their team that ended up selling to get their dick chopped off or whatever it is that they, I'm not judging. I'm just saying that it happened. I'm not saying that, I agree with it or disagree with it, but we had that dip that was created the other day. But look at this. This is the USD pairing. So CC coin is favorable to everything except for that one trans activist. All right. So I think when Solana breaks out, and look, Solana will break out soon, when it breaks out, because of global liquidity, again, so when it breaks out, this thing is going to absolutely send and soar. And so will Saitama Wolfpack. Did you see that? You saw it? You saw it, right? It said follow back, and then it said follow. I don't know why it does that. I have no idea. It just, fuck knows. Anyway, this was the DDoS excuse. This was hilarious. It didn't get very much traction, by the way. Didn't get very many views off of it, even though it is hilarious. Could be a testament of what's going on in the broader market, which is kind of sucked. But it could also be that, this just didn't attract new eyes or anything like that. Most likely because nobody gives a shit about DDoS. It's probably in the title. Like, we probably took for granted that, people would check it out because of, because of the video, when in fact people will check it out because of the description, and we didn't do a good description, so not getting a lot of traction. Maybe. Anyway, still, to me, this is going to be a gigantic potential move, and you can pick it up right now for about a penny, for about exactly a penny right now. So if you, and let me just tell you, if you bought SWP right now for what, $100, then you would get, what is that, 10,000? You get like 10,000 SWP at $100. If it goes to 3 cents, you made $300. You know what I mean? So shoot your shot, player. I always want to say that. I never really want to say that. I don't give a shit about that, but to me, it sounds funny. So by the way, $100, if it does 100x, $10,000. Fair enough. So let's see what happens there. Again, the market is difficult. Speaking of the difficult market, go to trobits.com. They're now putting out articles about Floki, Pi Network, Shiba Inu, Terra Luna Classic. Like, we're actually getting the articles for the stuff that I was telling you before that I think is very important for us. And that's what we're looking for. Every single day, we want to be informed about what's going on. You know what I mean? And we'll see what happens there. So hopefully, go check it out. It's free of charge, doesn't cost you anything to do. Also, the Bogdanov token, that's another one. And look, all I can say is this. Pump It is up just a little bit today, but not gigantic, okay? Like it's had a nice tiny recovery, but that's, until we see a massive recovery back up to like 2 cents, then we really haven't seen anything yet. So this is another one that I think is going to have just a crazy, crazy rip. Right now, Bogdanov hasn't been something that's just, gone crazy in the market. But when the market goes crazy, and the market will go crazy, when the market goes crazy, it will take off like a rocket ship. So that's it. Just get yourself a bag of Pump It. It's the contract that ends in pump. Don't you know? Pump it up. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is your opportunity. Calling, by the way. And I don't know when this market is going to erupt. We're up $17 billion on the day. I don't know when the market's going to erupt. But when it does, it's going to get crazy. And I don't want you to get left behind. So that's it. That's the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Obviously, I appreciate you so much that my clothes melt. How did my clothes melt? You know what I mean? Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. And remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm just an entertainer. I'm just, with mental issues, right? I'm just an entertainer here trying to entertain using the crypto space. So until tomorrow, it's not financial advice. I'm always right.